back-to-back on the podium, this time maybe taking the win along the side of Savvy and Hangdog. Nice pickup, boys.
Yeah, well, Hangdog, Savvy, both with 2.0 KDs as well. Even Stevens right there. So nobody really going to be like putting the backpack in necessarily. Also,
Sure.
got to say, Unrational with the fresh Los Angeles Gorillas tag and whatnot. Love it. Love it. Purple's just, it's a color royalty, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is a great squad. It looks like that will round out our Air Force team. Alpha Academy and Space Force all have picked up their influencers. And I love this new format. This is going to be such a fun event to watch. And this is all made possible by USAA. The Combat Cup that was presented here by USAA is a way for all of our service members to come together and compete with some of the top Call of Duty players in the world. Serving the military and their families is who USAA is. It is what defines them and drives them. And we've seen that over 2 weeks. We're coming up on the 3rd. Now, we're going to take a brief pause here and go to an interview that we actually had with one of our favorites back home who had a chance to not only play in some of the Combat Cups, but also succeed. So let's roll that interview. We'll be right back.
A promise is a trust not to be broken. Whether spoken with an oath or sealed with a pinky, USAA started with a promise to take care of the military community. And 100 years later, that's still our mission. Always.
I tricked you. Good news is we'll have that interview in just a moment. But thank you again to USAA for making this all possible. The 3rd Combat Cup is going to be a sight to behold. And we've got some more teams to unveil, don't we, Tug? So let's head down to our second group of teams. We're going to head down to the U.S. Army esports teams. That's Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Let's start with Alpha and see who we've got.
Yep, so Alpha, Bravo, or excuse me, Army, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, Navy, they'll have 3 teams apiece as the first of these. Taj and Darker Pit. Taj, same picture. Oh, he actually talked to us about it. This was a like a four-wheeler.
Yeah, like a buggy, like a dirt bike buggy, whatever the word is for it.
Because I had no idea what he was talking about, right?
Yeah,
We'll be honest with each other. I had zero idea what he was talking about when he came in, but he was able to sit down with us for a little while after Taj did do amazing things. Again, USA Combat Cup number 2. Let's check out Taj first, Darker Pit second, then we'll figure out their captain after that one. 2.62 KDR, Inzi and Blixen in hand, frequently found here for Taj. 3 years experience within. And I like racing dirt bikes. Yes, we talked about that already.
Yeah, well, the reason we were able to talk with Taj was because he won the last Combat Cup with Justice and Tommy. So a bit of a kind of a back-to-back possibility here, a little bit of maybe a chip on some other people's shoulders trying to take down Taj, but this time working with Darker Pit for the U.S. Army. And we swing over to Darker Pit with 2.84 KDR. I see somebody in chat saying, oh, we got 2 demons already. I couldn't agree more. Both of these guys extremely talented in the Warzone scene. And of course, we thank you for your service. I'm excited to watch you all compete. 10 years of experience, and he owns an esports LAN center in Kingston, New York. I might have to hit you up. We might need to run some reps up in Kingston.
There you go. Yeah. It's not too far away in today's day and age. Kingston, New York, a little bit upstate New York action. Have to check that one. Now, Darker Pit specifically requested the picture review. Now, if this was tilted a little bit farther down, I would say this is a picture of Darker Pit drinking on a rooftop, right? But
sure.
First, that is like a slushy cup. And second, I'm pretty sure he's just the way that he is kind of hunched over makes it look like there's an incline right here. But hey, looks like he's ready to go.
I couldn't agree more. I don't know if you could really frame this picture any better. The graininess of it just really adds to the ambiance. You have the light going both directions, some shadow. He's crouched down. He's ready for anything that gets thrown his way. I'm so here for this.
Fresh Adidas on the feet. You know, I'm with it. Looking out. I mean, maybe there's other cameras more to camera right, his left. Who knows? Man is ready. That's what I'm saying. Let's check out their captain.
Ready. Yeah, I was gonna say, let's see who they get picked up with. Now, this is again, all of these names getting dwindled down. We're gonna come down to the final 3 at the very end, of course. As they get spun, they get taken off the wheel. Only spinning the wheel 15 times rather than 30. Let's do it, Tug.
And round and round we go, where we stop nobody knows. This is going to be selected who's with Darker Pit. Rated with Darker Pit and company. Love to see it. Love to see it. So we have our Army Alpha squad here figured out, and hey, maybe it's just appropriate that we kind of figure this one out. Rated, the influencer with these two other players, because Rated is definitely going to be happy to be playing with Taj and Darker Pit on this one.
Rated is an incredible player, a great IGL. If you can listen to his comms, follow his orders, I'm sure you three are going to do fantastic. One of the most winningest players in Warzone history, within the top 6 earned overall between the life cycle of Warzone. You really couldn't ask for a much better player to join the ranks of somebody that's already won as well, let alone, of course, his CDL background. Used to be a professional Call of Duty player in the multiplayer circuit. So overall, I'm sure Taj, Darker Pit are happy about their choices. Looks like chat is saying the same. So congratulations on picking up Rated. Yeah, if chat's happy, everybody's happy. Well, one down on the U.S. Army esports teams. Let's head over to the Bravo squad and see who we've got.
Yes, sir. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. Like Goj said, many of these positions were not selected randomly. They had full-on competition to determine who goes first, and there we go. JB Rampage, the first mustache on broadcast besides my own. Love to see it. Let's check out JB Rampage, check out Stinky after that, and then figure out their captain after that one. 3.5 on the KDR. My eyes deceive here?
No, they don't deceive. He has no fun facts besides he likes to use the meta. This is the second person to use that answer, and I am here for it. He's got a seasonal Warzone rank, whatever that means, and he's got 10 years of experience. Look, when somebody doesn't provide a fun fact and their favorite weapon is the meta, either there's two options, right? Either just the most deadly dynamic player you've ever met, or they used to be and they haven't played in a while. You know what I mean? Like, there's only one way. Either way, though, is going to find some success, I'm sure, along the side of their influencer captain.
Oh, yeah, and I'm pretty sure by seasonal they mean my Warzone rank changes with the wind, when I completely understand that. A bunch of up, a bunch of down. That, again, such is life. We've checked out JB Rampage. Let's check out teammate here. A 3.5 KD for JB is going to be enough. Stinky there, 2.8, not too far behind by any means, and that's still very, very impressive.
Yeah, Stinky is a interesting name for a person. You know, your gamer tag is Stinky, but let's hope he's not stinky on the map. He's a world-class foodie, which, I mean, that in its own self is really, really cool. I give myself an amateur foodie rank, and if he's a world-class foodie, I'm gonna have to link up with you later, brother, and start talking about some of the things you've experienced. I'd love to hear that. But other than that, NZ41 just got nerfed in the most recent update, so you might want to swing to a different weapon. I'm sure your influencer captain is already on top of trying to figure out what that meta is, and we'll convey that over to your team. So let's swing over and see who that influencer captain will be, Tug. And let's spin this wheel and figure out the second of the U.S. Army esports teams.
Get it all the way around, getting down to the last 10 or so. Kins Rosie. So Kins Rosie, I believe this is going to be the first time we've picked somebody off the wheel that has not been involved in USA Combat Cups number 1 or 2. Is that correct?
That is correct, Kins. This is their first time playing the Combat Cup, but she is no stranger to competition. Kins is one of the most winningest female players in Warzone history. Thousands of dollars earned, plenty of tournament wins under her belt. One of the most notable I remember back only a couple months ago now. She played with Almond in a co-ed 2v2 tournament that I think Toronto put on. They did not drop a single map in the 2v2s. Not one map. They won every map all the way to the finals and then won the whole thing. She is a slayer. She's going to be a fantastic add to this trio, and this is going to be a deadly team to watch out for.
There you go. JB Rampage and Stinky definitely in some good hands here with Kins Rosie. You said didn't drop a map?
Not one map.
Wow.
It's not like a matchup, like a map.
Yeah, no, I get it. As if like losing is just no longer, it's not a style.
Let me get Aiden.
That was last season. That was seasonal. Right?
Sure.
There you go. Check out U.S. Army. This is gonna be the Charlie squad coming up here, and the last of our U.S. Army squads here for the USA Combat Cup.
All right. U.S. Army Esports team. Charlie, you've got Nexify, and you've got some dumb pilot. There you go. I got that name out.
That's what he put. That's what he put. Let's check out.
Look, I gotta say though, Tug, before we go on, right picture, some dumb pilot's picture. That is a clean photo. I mean, that's gotta be in our top 5 so far, right?
I have a deep respect for pilots in general. You know, they have actually and actively kept me alive on, I would say, hundreds of times throughout my life. So, big shout out to pilots in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's check out Nexify's player card, 2.5 KDR, running with the Blixen. I believe that also just got nerfed. Might want to double check.
Everything got nerfed.
10 years of experience, and he'll be starting med school in the fall. Congratulations, my friend. That is no easy feat to get into med school, and it'll probably be even a harder feat to continue it out. It's a lot of work.
To stay there. Yeah, no.
Seriously. Yeah, just to do it. It's a lot, but congratulations on that. Nexify. Excited to see you compete on the 2nd.
Checking out some dumb pilot once again. That is their name. That is their name. We're not throwing shade here. NZ41 will be frequently that you find in the hand of some dumb pilot. Seasonal Warzone rank as well. So getting a little bit of up and down. But hey, who knows up and down more than a pilot?
Well, I can always count on one thing, Tug, that you always make me laugh on these broadcasts. He is actually a pilot, as his fun fact and his picture shows. I love that from some dumb pilot. Well, let's double check and see who their influencer captain is going to be and see if they're going to need a pilot into Rebirth. I can't imagine they will. At least not too many times. There are a few helicopters you can grab along the way. So let's spin the wheel, Tug, and say your famous line.
There you go. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. A short stop.
FIFA, no!
Wow. That's FIFA Kill. FIFA Kill, another influencer, content creator, Warzone player, streamer, fantastic person who's coming in here who has not participated yet in USA Combat Cups number 1 or 2. Is that correct?
That is correct. This is going to be FIFA Kill's first Combat Cup presented by USAA. But yeah, part of Quadrant, an incredible player. And honestly, in my opinion, top, if not first, top 3 IGLs in the game. The man knows this game forwards, backwards, upside down. I mean, he's the homie. He is an incredible player and has a ton of earnings. So if you just picked up FIFA Kill, you're going to be feeling good. And that will round out U.S. Army Esports, by the way. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. So Rated, Kins, and FIFA Kill have been picked up by Army. That is a fantastic trio of players to add to your already impressive stats there in the U.S. Army Esports teams. Now, that's 2 of our 5 teams of 3 completed, and we have, well, 3 more to go if you guys can do math. Now, I said this earlier, Tug. This time, we're going to go ahead to that interview I was talking about that we had a chance to talk to one of the past winners of Combat Cup number 2 that was presented by USAA. So let's head over to that interview, check out what he had to say about the Combat Cup and what it meant to him. Hey, I'm Grandmaster Doge, joined by Justice, one of the winners from the last Combat Cup, and we are super excited to ask him a couple questions leading into the 3rd USAA Combat Cup. So Justice, first and foremost, I want you to just kind of tell everyone, tell me in particular, about your service involvement and your history in the military.
All right, yeah, for sure. So it kind of comes all the way back to being a kid. My dad was in the Navy, and he was stationed out on 32nd Street on the USS Dixon, and he went and served in Operation Desert Storm, like boots on the ground. I wanted to be a badass. I joined up so I could be a SEAL. I trained to be a SEAL. I went out and did PT sessions with actual SEALs, and it whooped my butt, so I changed my job. And I became a combat medic. So I went through schooling. I did 16 weeks of schooling. Before that, I did 8.5 weeks of boot camp, which for the Navy, it's classes, PT, meals, classes, PT meals, until you get to your final battle stations, and then you're up for 24, 48 hours straight, and you don't stop.
Jeez, well, that sounds like a ton, but again, thank you for your service. And you know, I've had the opportunity to cast over you in the last couple Combat Cups. I'll be there in the next one as well, and you've actually podium finished in both. Won the last one. So tell me what it meant to you to kind of win a Combat Cup that we put on.
Well, so these were my first two ever competitions I've ever done for Call of Duty. To get a chance, even if it's a chance where it's only because I'm a veteran that I got a chance, and I did it, and I gave it everything I got. I stood toe to toe with some of the best in the world, and I dropped kills. The first time I placed third, I had COVID. Second time, I was good to go.
That is why we love doing these combat cups. And again, thank you to USAA for making these all possible. They've been serving the military service members and their families for over 100 years now, Tug, which is incredible to say. And both you and I use, it's just a perfect combo to create some amazing content and provide opportunities for people to have a lot of fun who have been a part of the military. So, Tug, now we got a happy birthday to shout out, I believe, if you want to do the honors to our friend that we just saw on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's Retro Warrior or Justice that you just saw here. Happy birthday to you. 21 today. 21 today, Coach. Who'd have guessed it? Who'd have guessed it? The young man out here ready to drop some kills and a little bit more. Love it. Love it. Want to give a huge shout out as well to one of the organizations that helps to make this one possible, and that is, of course, the UNCF. Now, the UNCF administers more than 400 programs, which does include the scholarships, internship and fellowship, mentoring, summer enrichment, curriculum, and faculty development programs. And that's, of course, for colleges and universities all across this nation. Been doing fantastic stuff. They'll be celebrating their own 100-year birthday here in the next, I think like 12 years or so. We did the math last time. Really old, a fantastic and rich organization right here. Not quite close quite yet, but been around for a really, really long time. Fantastic stuff from the UNCF. We really appreciate the support that they have given us here today.
And we get to provide that back because they're the charity that the money will be going to. And speaking of the event in its entirety, we still have a few more teams to get through. So let's head down to the Coast Guard.
More of like a mixtape feel, or is this like the beginning or the cover of the skate video? Because I really want to pull for the skate video, right?
I'm kind of thinking the skate video too. Like it fades in, like a little bit of some flashy moments, and then all of a sudden he's pulling like a, I can't even tell you, like a